Listen to MC Oluomo and let's us
Professor Lori SARS. You guys can listen to only èèyàn kú nínú SARS. Ibo ni àwọn òkú yẹn wà? Ibo lọ sí wọn sí? That is number one. Number two, ṣé àwọn òkú tó kú yẹn ọ̀ ní family in Nigeria?
In case you do not understand Yoruba language, MC Oluomo is asking, who are the families of the claim are dead? You are saying people died. So who are the families of the people you claim are dead? Whereas they are the ones who sent thugs. So go and harass families of people who showed up at the Lagos judicial panel. There are still surviving victims. The governor also tweeted that forces beyond his control dropped something difficult about in the history of the country. The governor tweeted like that. And he also tweeted photos where he visited some of the victims. Professor Obafunwa, the chief pathologist of Lagos State, confirmed that he received 19 bodies. These are even official. Let's even leave the unofficial who are not bold enough to come because of trauma, fear. They can't come out. Let's even leave those ones apart for now. Let's talk about the official ones that are confirmed. But I understand this is politics. But we all condemn this man for saying this thing, for saying that you will not have conscience, to now come out and be denying that this thing happened. That's exactly why I don't want to talk about APC or PDP. Anybody that sacrifices humanity or that bones humanity, I just don't want to have anything to do with them. I just don't want to. Politics will be so important to you that even human life, you will now bury conscience because you want to. For me, at that point, I just don't want to talk about APDP. I only want to talk about the ones that we are looking at as different, okay, as alternatives. But then, I came to myself, and so long denied it. And then, the moment I saw, I don't know if it's first or second one, let me play this video. Yusuf Baba Damed, that is the vice presidential candidate of Labour Party, that is the running mate to Peter Obi, said, so let's analyze it together, please, because I've listened to a lot of people trying to defend it. And I just sat back. And I said, these people are the people we are all looking for a better country together. No.
You believe that perhaps there's an undertone that is still yet to be...
Not this one. Let me first one. Sorry, just a moment. I'm bringing that one. Now, listen, let's together, because I know there are so many defenders. The ones who try to defend it that are engaged one-on-one, by the time they no longer could defend it, they now changed to, oh, it is Obi we are voting, not Dati. And then it sounded to me like the same way people said it is because of Osinbajo that we voted Buhari. It sounded like that to me. But let's for those of you who can defend it, I want to hear your defense, please.
The real motives behind NSAS are yet to be fully uncovered. Probably not even...
Now, listen, sorry.
I believe that perhaps there's an undertone that is still yet to be uncovered. But for people who saw the events, some who were part of it, they'll say this was essentially young people, young Nigerians who wanted to take their future in their hands, put an end to police brutality, get just incidents that happened in the past, and ensure that generally, as you said, we'll get good governance in that area. But now, particularly for what occurred on this day 2 years ago, Tollgate, it remains a major point of controversy till date. And you even said that you'd like to get to the root of it. But I'd like to know particularly, do you align with those who describe the events of that night and they strongly believe that it was a massacre?
There was abuse of rights. There was abuse of procedure. And if some people interpret those as massacre, then yes. However, massacre has technical meanings. I can't say I know all of it, but I know massacre requires the assailants to have, first of all, no advance notice was given before the attack, and the victims must have been attacked in their own areas. Now, these are well-meaning Nigerians who brought themselves out to a public area and were attacked by security forces that are meant to be protecting their lives and property. The use of massacre is highly debated, but I can say for sure that yes, there were abuses of procedure and there were civil rights violations.
Should I play it again? No, should I play it again? Now, he literally just said, no, let's listen together. I won't play everything. I want to.
Media. And if
there were abuses of protocol, that was his concern as an establishment person. So if you were to address anything, that is all he wants to address: the abuse of procedure. Who gave order, and is that the way to give order? That's all he wants to address. He then moved on to say, however means but. The moment you are tending to begin to turn around and change the, what is technicality about massacre? It's a simple word: mass, plenty. As in massacre, killing plenty people. What is technicality about it? You are simply saying there are technicalities to saying it was a massacre. Are you saying there was no mass murder? That is, he's simply saying all it is that there was abuse of protocol, but that mass people were killed. There will still need to be some technique. Guys,
people interpret those as massacre, then yes. However, massacre.
He's saying if you interpret the abuse of protocol as massacre, well, you may be right to say it was an abuse metaphorically. However, no. I'm sorry, I'm not criticizing anymore. I'm just giving you my own reason for
some
stopping
people
criticizing anybody again.
Those as massacre, then yes.
Interpreting abuse of protocol as massacre.
However, massacre has different technical means. I can't say I know all of it, but I know massacre requires the assailants to have, first of all, no advance notice was given before.
Armed robbers don't give advance notice. Armed robbers don't give advance notice. People want to do surprise birthday, don't give advance notice. They want to give you surprise birthday package. They don't advance notice. Does that make it massacre? What is the technicality you are looking for?
Attack, and the victims must have been attacked in their own areas.
For real? Killing mass people even when, does that make it, so it must have been in their area? I don't want to even really talk. You know what I just want to do, I came to the understanding that we all are actually not just looking for the problem to be removed. As can you still hear me? I can see network error issue. Am I still on? Please just comment and let me hear that if I'm still online, you know. It's so annoying, but let me continue anyways. So to say that the wrong committed by denying humanity by MC Oluomo is wrong because it is coming from MC Oluomo. But if it is coming from your own preferred candidate or choice, political choice of person, it will not be wrong. So wrong now has two definitions depending on who it is coming from. Oh, sorry. Something is only wrong if it comes from somebody you hate. But it is actually not wrong normally. It was at that point, that all of these people we thought we are looking for better country together, that we should be discussing the policy ideas of the people we want to support or the people we want to be discussing their policy. You're already defending the same problem we condemn in other people in your own. At that point, I apologize to MC Oluomo. I apologize to Tinubu. I apologize to Atiku for having not for having committed the things they committed, but for having criticized them about the same things that people actually don't want us to criticize them for. If I have criticized you for anything, if I have ever criticized you for anything, or criticized your candidate for anything, and the same thing is being defended in obedience, and the new crop of politicians we think we have hope in, then I apologize. Honest, sincerely, I apologize. MC Oluomo, you were not wrong to have denied. You were right to have denied humanity, because it is now right in Obi, in Dati. So because that thing we condemned MC Oluomo was only wrong because it came from MC Oluomo, it is not wrong if it comes from Obi's camp. So MC Oluomo, I'm sorry. You know why? It is for equity and equality. If you all want to accept inhumanity, let it be on a wide scale. Let's accept it everywhere. It is a norm. Okay? If you want to justify inhumanity, please permit me henceforth that so long as you now justify it to all of them who committed have not been wrong after all. They were only wrong because of who they are, or that you commit are not beneficiary of the camp. So henceforth, because I'm no longer permitted to criticize Obi, even when the obvious wrong, I should be fair also to others. So if I can't criticize Obi for committing the same or similar or almost equal wrongs as the people we have been condemning, then there's no moral them others too. So henceforth, if you are whether obedient, showtimer, articulate, don't condemn any politician who commits the same wrong your politician already commits or still commits or has just committed. Because it wasn't wrong anyways. It was only wrong coming from the other camp. Girl, if only those guys who died at Lekki Toll Gate fighting for a better country, if only they knew the speed you would deny them so easily and quickly in no distant future because of an opportunist new, they would have preferred to just sit back home and be watching Super Eagles match or just eating chicken, pepper soup. They would just be doing that. See the speed at which you just turn back defending one candidate against the other. On the blood of people who sacrificed their lives at Lekki Toll Gate. Who no fear you now? Who no fear you? You get mine though. At this point, I'm no longer going to criticize Atiku or Tinubu because the one you want to use to replace too has not demonstrated a difference. I only see pretense, honestly. So Atiku and Tinubu and Obi, and of them were doing the same thing, but we are defending our own. They are all okay. They are all good. So whoever wins among them, my decision henceforth is just show the problems, suggest solutions. It doesn't matter who is there, because we all believed before that a change of personnel was not going to be sufficient in solving problems in Nigeria. We all knew that long before now. Okay, but then to now believe that people just want the personnel to change, they do not want the problem to change. Let me interact with a few of the comments now. Well, Labour Party candidates obviously don't want to, and the people is trying to be diplomatic, dancing around the facts. So how do you guarantee me that if such gets to power, they will change anything? That they will change anything? Because it's the same way they will get to power and not want to offend the people who are endorsing them. Yeah, looking for endorsement, denying humanity, sacrificing truth. So we might as well just let them just continue. Whoever wins among them will still be the same circle of people at the end of the day. So what are we even talking about? You don't want to offend them, they don't want to offend you. Whoever wins, they will still work together. So people, see, now that I've come to the realization that it is not as if we want the things to change after, I'll stop criticizing, because if I criticize Tinubu, I've made a lot of enemies in Tinubu's camp. I thought I was doing the right thing. I'm sorry, all my friends in Tinubu's camp. You actually knew better than I do. Actually knew that people don't really want the change. And politicians too know that people don't really want the change. They just know that the people only want to be close to people in power, also benefit from the rot. Another realization is that most oppressed people do not necessarily want to remove oppression. They only want to remove the personnel, not the problem. They only want to move personnel, change personnel, not stop or end or remove the problem. They just want to change personnel to the one that will favor them. They want to leave the oppressed group and replace them and become the new oppressors. They want to use themselves as new oppressors. They want to, what do you call it in church? Transformation. You change, your level change. Say you change, you become one of the oppressors. You join the oppressors. So you too can oppress others. That's what people are looking for. Having come to that realization, I will no longer condemn or criticize any politician. I no longer will criticize any politician because you really don't want the problems to end or change. You don't want to remove the problem. You only want to change personnel and become the new cabal. That's all. And as far as that is your goal, all of you have the same goal, whether the existing politicians or the ones looking to replace them. You have the same goal. So there's no point discussing or analyzing your manifesto or policies or anything because you don't even have facts. They don't even have. Yeah. You just want a change of personnel. You don't want to solve or end the problem. So having come to that realization, it is not even of any use to criticize any politician anymore. It's of no use at all. It's a waste of time. So henceforth, because it is wrong to criticize wrong the Obi camp does, it will also not be fair to criticize the same wrong when Tinubu commit it or when Atiku commit it. So because it will not be right, because it will be right to condemn Obi, to condemn Obi understanding. Yeah, even if you were called whatever name in the past. If you were called whatever name in the past, whether villain of democracy, whether whatever you were called in the past, as far as you join Obi, you become a changed person, your sins are forgiven. As far as that is the new thing, then all of those people I will no longer criticize. Okay, because you still love them anyways. You just want the personnel, you just want to rotate the personnel within the same. So henceforth, limit the way I talk about politics. I'll just limit it completely. I won't criticize again. I won't, because it doesn't mean anything. I'll just continue to highlight the social problems and be suggesting what to do. Okay, that's all I'll be doing. No more comments. It's not going to be a long broadcast. Any Nigerian politicians, irrespective of their political party, know how to twist words in order to defend themselves. That's why I believe Nigerian politicians are all the same. Now that I know, I've been a fool all this while. So I've been. Now I understand why there are so many skit makers everywhere. They know that I truth. So they'll just give you skits so that you can watch, enjoy, share, follow them, comments. They know if they tell you the truth, you'll fight them. You hate truth. So they avoid it completely and just go and be doing comedy. Because they other now me fool all this while the thing say we go tell truth, we go face the correct time together. I don't know, say you don't want more correct time. You just want to change personnel. So now that I know, I'm sorry for my past. I'm so Tinubu, you are a good man. Everything you have done are the best. Now I know that you know more than me. You know that your people don't want good governance. They just want to be friends with the politician in power. That's all. They don't want. I have seen where roads are terrible. And the youth in that area, youth leader and the rest of politicians in that area, they will see a politician coming to their area and asking what they want. They'll say, don't worry, don't worry. They'll just call, they say, My son, my son's cousin, sister, my son's cousin, sister, and friend is having naming ceremony. Help us with cow. Politician will give you cow, give you some cash to rent canopy, bring musician for your party, and they will ignore your road. So that when they don't fix the road, you can't complain. Even when we complain, you say, I live in because you don't chop. So the politicians understand you better than us. So we thought we are speaking your mind. We don't know, say we know they speak your mind. Because they collect ororo from their hand. They collect goats from their hand. They collect when you want to do naming ceremony, you want to do introduction. Now politicians the sponsor owner. So but when flood come, now we they fight and make road good. Now we they fight. We thought we are fighting together. We thought we are on the same page, fighting that the road should be good. I shall not lie. I shall the politician know you better. Say no be road you want. And they know how to get you. So you now left us out in the court to be fighting. Oh God. You don't want truth. You don't want justice. You just want to change the oppressor. That's all. To your own preferred candidate. So now that I know I'm sorry I ever criticized government in the past. They actually know you. And they are giving you what you want. They actually know you. So I'm so sorry. No vex, Jerry. The thing, I don't even just understand now. Don't promote Shore on my word today. I'm not going to be showing that comment. Because they go think say that because of Shore at the talk, they vex me gone. Not be because of Shore, now because of everything at the face. Come Otta. The roads are terrible. Come to Otta. All the people, we all agree that Obasanjo was bad. We all agree. All of us talk say Obasanjo bad. Say he did 8 years, do Otta, do road. All of us so. But the moment Obasanjo endorsed Obi, all the people went together before all the Chinedus we get shop for jewelry, all those guys we get chemists, Emeka and Co. They just changed. Obasanjo is an elder statesman. It shocked me. It shocked me. Gone yo. Oh, shocked me back home. We hate. See the people who say we they talk the same thing. I share waiting their mind different. Actually, they follow me criticize Obasanjo because they be Igbo. Obasanjo na Yoruba. Now that Obasanjo don't support their man, it don't become elder statesman. The road where they pass never still good though. Now why I know they talk about the road again? Because I can't say no because of the road. All of us they shout. Their motive different. I beg. Let's face our facts. Their motives are different. So anytime, be careful. Just a warning to the rest of you who are upcoming, who have not participated really in activism, and you think whenever you say something, and you think whenever you say something and you think the rest of the people are agreeing with you for the same reason, it's not true. Be careful. Because the moment you turn back, now another thing they discuss behind. All of us agreed that all these old people, when not do well, say we don't want to hear them talk again. They can't decide our future for us again. They can't tell you again. Suddenly, because they endorse your own choice of candidates, we come from your region, they don't become elder statesmen. Carry. So that means our motives were different before. No, they are even about the road. Now they are no longer talking about the road. Now they are talking about candidates that is their own. Even if I want to support the candidate that is your own, does that therefore mean you should now turn the truth around? It therefore means you should. So that means Obasanjo knows you. He knows the moment he supports a candidate, all the things you said about him in the past and all. They know you. They know how to capture you. The moment they support the person you want, like this, bang, all the old things you said about them, all their sins are wiped. They don't format your brain, format your memory. All the things we talk about them, wipe, pia, pia, straight, just wipe. Yeah? Our motives are not the same. About a better country. So henceforth, I will support all. I will promote all of the candidates equally. Anything I see, and I understand that this is a red flag. Whether Tinubu, you say something and I see is a red flag, I won't even analyze. I won't even talk about it, because you will support me, but your motive is different. Because the moment your own candidate makes the same mistake and I analyze it, you attack me, not even the issue again. You leave the issue and attack me. So for that reason, our motives are not the same for criticizing politicians. They are not the same. They are not the same. Exactly. So henceforth, yes, for saying it's part of my decision already. Henceforth, I will now start bringing up other candidates you don't even know. I will not talking about. I'll just be bringing, since the mainstream media are already sectioned to be discussing the three leading ethnic candidates: Atiku of the North, Tinubu Imelokun of Yoruba, and Obi of. Since the mainstream media is already doing that, I will now busy myself with discussing the other candidates you don't already know or you are not already discussing. That's what I want to be doing now. But anytime, because most of those people live abroad, though. So anytime I see something and I know, I understand the thing locally, the thing this politician says means this is a red flag, I'll just let it slide. Because even if I explain it, you are not interested. You just want to abuse Tinubu for your personal reason. You just want to abuse Atiku for your personal reason. You just want to abuse other people for your personal reason. The moment they support your candidate, our change. And the moment your candidate also does the same thing, that is also a red flag, and we raise, our motives change. So that means it's not about the issue. It's about the person. It's just personnel change we are looking for. That's all. So for that reason, I will not criticize anybody. Yeah, I mean, Lai Mohammed is just happy. Lai Mohammed has now going to rest. You know, they hear him again. He just say, yeah, this, like, they don't give him safe retirement. The man just go. Yeah, he just stay quiet now. His job, somebody's helping him to do his job now. You all have made his job easy, so he doesn't even have to defend anything again. Because as I speak with you, what we are supposed to be discussing is what is the federal government doing about the fraud? Why is the federal government not doing anything about the fraud? But they are now busy using the content, the aspirants to be distracting us. You donate, use it to campaign, you visit. Because I don't want to talk, if I talk about that one now, carry camera crew with Kano, go streets where people are no longer in those never quitted. Wear your party branded shirts, go with a Kano and camera crew, do media show, and tell them you have already suspended, but wear your party branded. So Lai Mohammed doesn't even have to do any work again. He doesn't even have to do any. Now we can't do the work. So supposed to be discussing that is supposed to be putting federal government and Mohammed is supposed to be putting them, on their toes. We have gone on holiday. We have now left federal government. We are now facing the candidates. And the candidates too are busy taking advantage of the situation to be media show, media tour, campaign, donation. humanitarian, philanthropy. So let Mohammed just go rest. Nigerians. Wow. Comments now. When did Peter Obi become dirty? You see the problem? The moment they have run out of points defending dirty statements, because some of them said, oh, you can't fault him. He knows technicality. He runs a university. He owns Base University. Excuse me, Asari Dokubo also has university. You don't have to be a professor to own a university. Events by the years have proven so. You don't have to be a professor or emeritus to even own a university. Have your fund, get a license, put some period, do your stuff. It is not about ownership of a university. It is about ownership of conscience. We are talking about human lives. Come on. And it reminds me of those who said, oh, I voted Buhari just because of Osinbajo. It's not Buhari that I voted, it's Osinbajo I voted. How is it different from saying it is Obi you are voting, not that? When we talked about Obi's own attackers, when we told you Obi is also coming to privatize national assets like Atiku, because he has said it over time, we played the video to you, what did you not say? You just be looking for excuses to defend and defend and defend. So once it has come to the fact that you just don't want the problem to solve, you just want to change the personnel. And at this point, I'm not criticizing even Tinubu again, because the same thing we have always had to criticize in Tinubu is the same thing we have always had to criticize in your own. You will criticize the one in Tinubu, but the motive changes for you when we criticize the same thing in your candidate, when they do the same thing. So at this point, I'm not criticizing anybody again. I've made a lot of enemies in Tinubu's camp. I've made a lot of enemies in Atiku's camp. And now I'm making a lot of enemies in just for criticizing the same problem that we all agree is not good. The same. Yes, we all agree the problem is a problem. But once it comes to your candidates, your motive changes. So at that point, no more criticism of any candidate. I'll give all of them level playing ground. I won't even discuss. I won't fault them anymore. I'll just be like Tunde not. Tunde you. Tunde wise. Now me fool. Once you see the crowd or the chairs, you just support them. Now everything they want, everything concern you. Now everything they want support them. Help to be hailing me. Abi? Now me fool. So henceforth, Peter Obi is the best, Atiku is the best, Tinubu is the best. Henceforth, they are all the best. Look at this one now. He won't give you the reason Obi is the best. He will not give you. He will not. But he said I'm being tribalistic. Have I ever said anything that criticized Obi's tribe? You see? Did I criticize his tribe? I played MC Oluomo. Okay, when I was criticizing MC Oluomo, was I tribalistic? Oh, he wasn't tribalistic then. When I criticized Tinubu, it wasn't tribalistic. When I criticized Atiku, it wasn't tribalistic. But the moment they mention your own candidate, they are tribalistic. You see what I'm saying? Our motive, we are condemning the same thing, but our motives are different. So the thing we are condemning is not necessarily what you want to condemn. You see? Emeka, you will not understand. And I know why you will not. I know why you will not understand. I know. But I'll pretend not to know. You will not. Emeka, I know why you will not understand. I know, but I'll pretend I know. Oh, I don't know. You don't want to say. Okay, look at this question now. Look at this question. Is privatization a problem? As of when did this question become a question to you, please? Didi Kenny. As of when? Because when Atiku was selling off assets, we all clapped for Obasanjo when he wrote my watch and said and criticized and accused Atiku of turning many national assets to private and coming back. We all played that video. We all said Atiku is selling national assets to friends and to Kinikon. But because Obi has come to say the same thing, is privatization now a problem? Apparently, no. And I know why. I know why suddenly it is no longer a problem. Privatization is not the problem. But coming to sell it to your friends and killing public infrastructure, killing public service sector to enrich your friends or yourself, taking licenses to run private universities and hospitals while killing public general hospitals, sending us on strike, refusing to pay them. What do you say about that? I'm not saying don't privatize the ones that you should privatize, but that doesn't mean you should write off the public, because how much is minimum wage you are paying workers? How many workers will be, public workers will be able to afford services or products of companies or national assets or national services you have privatized? How many? Those are the questions they have yet not been able to provide answers to, and you're asking whether it is a problem or not. In the Nigerian context, until people have to provide alternatives and answers, whatever they are coming up with is selfish, and we can't trust. So we must criticize what is the alternative to these people and these people and these people. Because you are saying the same thing we are criticizing in the old people. You say it is. And he came out and said the ideologies are not they are not different, they are the same. He said it. He said we are not yet there where we can be discussing ideological differences. Some of us are already there, but the politicians who want to support are not yet there. They don't want us to discuss that. They just want us to change the personnel, that's all. And that is selfish. By my own analysis, it's selfish. It's selfish. Okay. Do you know that I just said now? Look at the comments now. That I can't compare Tinubu to Obi, I should say. You are right. Because when I listened to, do you go on Twitter space? I listened to Tinubu's supporters. They are angry that anybody wants to compare Obi with Tinubu. They are angry. They say, who is Obi? They said, in fact, one of them said to me that, Shegun, let us assume that Nigeria has been divided and Biafra wants to conduct presidential election, and all the men, real men, come out, that will these people supporting Obi pick Obi against others? They are asking, but I didn't have to answer them. They said no. They said because for a fact that they know that Obi is not the best, but because it is coming from their region, they have to support whatever comes from them. That's what they're doing. So when you say you can't compare Tinubu to Obi, Tinubu people also agree with you. But the way you mean it is different. You mean Obi is better. They are telling you Obi is nothing. That you can't even compare Obi with Ambo. Yes. So you are right. They are also right. You see why I said I won't criticize again? They say you can't even compare Obi with Aregbe. You can't compare Obi with Fashola. You can't compare Obi with any of the boys Tinubu brought up or nurtured or brought, So they are right. You are also right. who is writer? Oh boy. So you see what I'm saying? It's not about the problem, it's about change of, you are just looking for change of personnel to your own preferred one, your own choice candidate. That's all. That's all. So when you say you can't compare Obi with Tinubu, you are right. You are right to the extent that you have your own perception. And it is relative. So you are right to the extent that you have your own subjective or sentiment. They are also right to the extent that they have their own subjective sentiment. You see what I'm saying? You can't compare Obi with Tinubu. Obi's camp will be right. Tinubu's camp will be right. I was also listening to it about how each candidate is responding or reacting to the flood. Hey, oh boy, I just don't know what to say again. They said Tinubu is giving millions to assist and relieve this the victims, but he doesn't have to go and do a show off. That it's about what you do, not about the media show off. Obi's people are also saying no. Going there to sympathize with them means a lot. So the two of them are right. Do you understand it? So should I now take one side against the other? The two of you, you see, it's difficult to criticize anybody again. Atiku is donating, giving millions. Obi is going there to show empathy, even though he's wearing his party branded shirt and he's going there with camera tour to show that they came. The victims are not even there. They have been evacuated. But it's going on the flooded streets with media crew. We can still call it empathy. Abi? So you are right. They are also right. So what should I say? All of you are right. You see? But the question is, the federal government we are all supposed to be facing, you have abandoned. How come all these whiles that they were told by the Cameroonian government and they had an agreement to create a cushioning measure so that by the time the Cameroonian government will open its own dam to reduce their dam, that will have something to contain it? How come we are not facing the federal government? How come we have all been distracted to be clapping for who donated and who went there with media crew in their party's branded t-shirts? So it underscores what I've been talking about since, for those who say they don't understand what I'm talking about. As another example, we are not even interested in the problem or solving it. We are only interested in the personnel, the act they are doing, to choose our own, back him up and support his action against the other. So now that you know yourself, now that you know yourself, Fidelis, okay, 90% out of 100% of those supporting Tinubu are Yorubas. I must be sincere with you. You're right. You know why? Because his campaign slogan is Yoruba Local. In fact, most of the people doing Yoruba Nation have joined him. There are only a few left doing Yoruba Nation now, insisting that everybody must govern themselves. But most of them have moved to join Tinubu. So you are right, 90% out of 100 supporting Tinubu are Yorubas. Maybe the rest, maybe your figure may be right, maybe you have exaggerated. Let's say majority, they may not be up to 90%. Because I'm aware some northerners, even some people from your region, Fidelis. Yeah. Some Igbos. John Igbo is not Yoruba now. Except you want to call him Yoruba Kwe, like my friend Mayogo will call him. There are Igbo governors in APC support mobilizing for him. Oji Kalu is there. And they are also going to get crowd for him. There's nothing you do about it. So I may not agree with the percentage you quote. I don't do, random. I just don't quote figure anyhow. I don't want to mention him who quotes figure statistics anyhow. I may not agree with 90%, but I will say majority. But the same thing applies also to Obi. The same thing applies also to Atiku. Atiku prides himself in Northern Bloc votes. He said it openly. He said it. He said most of the millions of voters where the votes come from, massively in millions, from the north. He said most of them are not on Twitter. He said it. So that is the reason the mainstream media call leading candidates. Yeah, they are called leading candidates because they first get the backing, the mass backing of the people of their region. Very important. The reason Showore is not as popular as we speak now is because his region is not. If his region backs him first, it will become one of the leading candidates. Your region must first back you. So you are correct that majority, not 90%, majority, they may not be up to 90%. Because at all, up to about 10th, who are not Yorubas are supporting him. Northern governors of APC will mobilize their constituencies for him. Southeastern governors of APC from your place will mobilize constituency votes for him. So not up to 90% of the total people supporting him. But majority will be Yoruba. The same thing, majority will be Igbo. How is it that when they flash the candidates on mainstream media, listen to this, when they flash it, they will show statistics of PVC collection and voters register from the region the person comes from. They will show Tinubu, say total number of voters in Southwest. Why do you think media is doing that and calling them leading candidates? They will show Peter Obi, they will put the graphic, they will show Peter Obi's picture, then beside him, they will say total number of registered voters in Southeast in the past so. You get why? So, yes, let's face our facts, no sentiment. Majority supporting Peter Obi are from Southeast. Majority supporting Tinubu are from then they will not have other people who want chop, we will back them, support them, or people who have bad sentiments or other sentiments who will now be supporting them in idea. But first is regional. Now look at Fidelity. He said those that are not Yorubas have something to gain. Why not? Why not? The APC governors from your own state. Because if I ask your state now, you may be one of the states controlled by APC or PDP. Labour Party does not control any state as we speak. And those governors, somehow, except for those ones who have already served their second term, the ones that have already served their second term and are free to make any choice going forward, are the ones that will support Peter Obi. You get why Tinubu no let Ambode go second term. Ambode will not be for Tinubu if for Tinubu's presidency, the way Sanwo-Olu is working, because Sanwo-Olu needs second term. Sanwo-Olu needs second term. Sanwo-Olu will definitely work hard for Tinubu. If it were Ambode, you understand the game now. So these people think more than you think they think. They are doing their permutations, combination, association. They are doing it very well. So they will not give some of the people in your own state too second-term tickets. It's because the moment he has his freedom to make choice, he will not support Do you understand it now? So they put their loyalists. Oh God. Yeah, the list has come back again. Let me read it. Those that will decide or that will be decided of the election are the South, the Middle Belt, and these two regions are fully for Peter Obi. Bro, listen to me carefully. Elections are won on the eve and the morning. On the eve, the night before election and the election morning, as far as Nigeria politics is concerned. You understand it? All these ones you are still doing, you are still seeing now. People are still winning. As of how many months ago would you believe that will ever leave PDP? Would you believe it? Would you believe he will ever work against PDP? Would you? No. And wait for more. There'll still be more shockers. Just wait. Because you know why? You know why? In politics, 24 hours is a long, in fact, 1 hour is a long time. You finish one meeting now. You have left. You think the meeting is over. By the time you come tomorrow morning, they have had another meeting that you just start seeing another thing entirely. So politicians don't sleep. Overnight, things just change. So all those people you say, oh, South is for so person. Hey, oh boy. Politics never starts. All this also you still they see. Now people still they tease themselves. They go tease you, they will say we'll support you, they will tease you small. They see how you, once what they want is coming, they are still for you. The moment it changes, pia, you just be like, ask Wike. See the way he went in presidential bus convoy. So I'm believing he was going to bring the ticket home. The Tambua, he helped. Die minutes. You know, see the rate where Wike take lean within this. Come begin carry band. You know, when you are depressed, do you know what they call depression? Celebrities are depressed people, most of them. Using band, using musicians to, to give himself some, is on his way out. Did you see his picture since the past 1 week? You know, see how you don't take leave finish. Money there, everything there. But you know, we just hungry to chop food. And you go there restless. Things didn't go the demand. And it was a minute thing. Minute. He's now fighting tooth and nail to get back at those who he believed were betrayers, including the party chairman. He would do anything. Politics like that. Until now, people were saying when they saw a picture of Peter Obi visiting Wike, oh, Wike, Rivers is for Peter Obi. Wike is for Peter Obi. And I told people, I said, it's just like when Yoruba Nation agitation started, and I saw the crowd that followed Igboho to Igongo. People abused me, and I said I won't talk about it, but I know how it's going to happen towards election. I said the same crowd that followed Igboho to Igongo and dislodged Seriki is the same crowd that will paste APC and PDP posters when election is here. But now abuse them go abuse me, so I didn't look them. I just look. Because it's not about whether you know what is right and you want to lead people to the right. It's about the people themselves. So it's not even about the politicians anymore. It's not even about them. It's about the people themselves. Politicians know them. They know how to capture them. They know what they want. They know. See Atiku going to North to go and say, I know what the Northern. Do you know why he deleted that tweet? That Deborah tweet instantly. Just one commenter say you have lost 1 million Kano vote. He deleted it instantly. Yeah. And he went to North and said, I know what every Northern wants. He wants a Nigerian president that is from the North. So, and the person you are looking, he knows how. They know what everybody wants. He won't even spend much in the north, and that is what Tinubu is banking on. That Atiku will not really want to spend enough because he knows he wants to play on northern sentiment and spend in the south. That's what Atiku is trying to do. Atiku wants to spend in the south, use southern governors, use Okowa resource, River State, and all the supporters in the south, and those who want to contest under PDP for governorship senate, use their resources in the south and play on northern sentiment. He knows the game. The same thing Tinubu wants to do. Oh, Southerners. Oh, I already have those ones in my pocket. All the governors in the south, most of them, apart from Oyo. And the moment River State Governor Wiki subscribes to APC, they may even draw Seyi Makinde easily, because Seyi Makinde is already doing like bodyguard for Wiki everywhere now. In case you don't know, they know what game they are playing. So now just go online, they talk. We they tell you the truth, they abuse us. So we don't want to talk truth again because we don't even like calm. So we don't leave them. All of them are good. Sorry, DK Olorunfemi Chidi. Olorunfemi Chidi. So Shegun, when you know that all the count good, why can't you use your platform to support Yoruba Nation? How do we go this route again? Oh? Okay. In case you have not been following for a long time, I said it before. See, Yoruba Nation is a good, Biafra agitation is a good movement. Yoruba Nation is a good movement. But at the point I mentioned it, that they have been, if you have been following for a long time, those who have been following, in fact, some people message me on Facebook recently and say, Shegun, you rightly predicted these things. But I stopped talking about them because they were so abusive, intolerant of analysis, and they were attacking. I said I'm beginning to see some people in that movement controlling the narratives of the movement, but I know they are APC members. They are working for APC. So they are going to railroad you into supporting Emilokon in 2023, and they will tell you to suspend the agitation until after election. When I said it, they abused me. Should I not tell the truth again because I want to support Yoruba Nation? Okay, I'm supporting something and I see there's going to be some, and I point your attention to the caution and you abuse me. Will I continue? Especially when I know people are becoming violent. No, people are becoming violent. People no longer have opinion anymore. They back the opinion even with violence. Yes, people no longer just have, they now back it with violence. And I should continue. I'll just be looking now, stay on the side. Now, this person is saying the only thing standing between Obi and presidency is rigging, that if they rig him out. Sorry, bro. Where was Obi coming from? Knows how they rig now. So if they rig him out, he knows what to do. You understand? He's one of them. Oh, sorry. We should not say the truth again. Sorry. They may, well, let's fight for him. They will not rig him. I'm sorry, I you easily forget. Shegun, you have to learn how to be diplomatic. You see, actually, if we stand, protect our votes, and just continue to work hopefully and prayerfully, it will not be rigged. We can do. Let's just keep hope alive. All right, it will not be rigged. I think I'm learning fast. I'm learning diplomacy already. Thank you. What a day. Let me say this to my friends in diaspora. Some of you already know about this, but let me just inform you. No go sleep on matter. It's selling out fast. A lot of people are already keying into this, and slots are the slot the slots are they are filling out fast. So if you have some change, no go blame more for club. No go follow Cubana chief priest. They do big boy. Those ones don't buy properties everywhere. Oh. They get investment too. No go they follow. You never get investment. So they follow them. They blow money. They do big boy. No go do them. You go wreck. Oh. Come and invest in this now. Yeah, me so.
Do you live abroad and are looking to build a house in Nigeria, but you can't just seem to find who to trust to help you build that dream home? Say goodbye to unreliable relatives or fraudulent developers, as Hereby Homes, a trusted Nigerian real estate developer, is offering you a unique opportunity to tap into his mind-blowing innovation in the Nigerian real estate space. You can now purchase an affordable, ultra-modern home in Nigeria's first 100% hybrid renewable green energy estate. At Quantum Brick Estate, you will never have to pay electricity bills ever again, and you can enjoy uninterrupted power supply and avoid generator noise, poisonous fumes, and all of the stress that comes with powering your homes with generators. Homes at Quantum Brick Estate help you cut down your cost of living by converting your toilet and kitchen waste into renewable energy while providing you with cooking gas through a biodigester waste management system. Our smart ready homes are located in the prestigious luxurious beachfront axis in Lagos, where the never-ending ambience, breeze, and view of the ocean keeps you connected to nature. Quantum Brick Estate is built with laterite bricks which have been proven to be 10 times stronger and more durable than the regular cement blocks. Laterite bricks are fire-proof and bulletproof, hence providing extra security to lives and properties within the estates. So what are you waiting for when you can get a 3-bedroom terrace starting from 40 million naira only and a 4-bedroom semi-detached starting from 48 million naira only via our ongoing off-plan sale? All of our homes come fully finished and furnished with inclusions such as gas cooker, washing machine, refrigerator, microwave oven, heating tractor, and more. Quantum Brick Beachfront Estate Phase 2 is located at Lakwe Ibejilek, Lagos, and a 1-minute drive from Lakwe Beachfront Resort, 3 minutes drive to Lakwe Golf Course, 15 minutes drive to Dangote Refinery. Other facilities within the estate include ball court, swimming pool, children playground, fitness gym, fire alarm, hydrants, extinguishers, and fire truck within the estate. CCTV, 24/7 security guards, estate clinic and ambulance on standby, grocery store, centralized water treatment reservoir. For further details or to schedule a site inspection, please visit our website at herbyhomes.com or call or WhatsApp +1 403 891 6114 for more details. Quantum Brick Estate, a product of Hereby Homes. Live green, live well, preserve nature.